The Office of the Comptroller and Auditor General of India was created by the Constitution. Office of CAG in the Indian Constitution has been borrowed from which country? Britain. Which of the following articles of the Indian Constitution is related to the appointment of Comptroller and Auditor General of India? Article 148. How long is the tenure of Comptroller and Auditor General of India? Six years. Consider the following statements with reference to the Comptroller and Auditor General of India. The CAG is a statutory authority. The CAG of India performs the accounting functions. Both statements are incorrect. When was the Indian Audit and Accounts Department created? (1860). Which among the following is known as the friend, philosopher and guide to the Public Accounts Committee? CAG. The reports of the CAG of India relating to the accounts of a state shall be submitted to the Governor of the state. Which of the following cases did not come into controversy due to the investigation by the Comptroller and Auditor General of India? Satyam Computer Case. Who appoints the Comptroller and Auditor General of India? President. Which of the following duties is not performed by the Comptroller and Auditor General of India? To control the receipt and issue of public money and to ensure that the public revenue is lodged in the exchequer. The CAG of India can be removed from his office in like manner as Judge of Supreme Court. Which of the following statements about the office of the CAG of India is not correct? He is eligible for further office under the union or state government after holding his post. In which year was the Comptroller and Auditor General Act passed? (1971). Which article in Indian Constitution provides for the Election Commission? Article 324. In which year Election Commission of India was established? (1950). Election Commission is a constitutional body. Chief Election Commissioner of India is appointed for a period of how many years? (6 years). Who are all included as members of the Election Commission? One Chief Election Commissioner and 2 Election Commissioners. Who was the first woman Chief Election Commissioner of India? V.S. Ramadevi. The Election Commissioner can be removed by by the President on the recommendation of the Chief Election Commissioner. The Superintendent's direction and control of all elections to the Panchayats are vested in the State Election Commission, which is the smallest Lok Sabha constituency in general elections by area. Chandni Chowk, Delhi. For the Election Commission at the district level, who acts as the District Returning Officer? District Magistrate. Which of the following committee made a recommendation that the Election Commission should be a 3-member body? Tarkunde Committee. In which year was the anti-defection law passed? (1985). Which amendment was responsible for anti-defection law? (52nd). Who decides whether the disqualification by anti-defection is to be done or not? Chairman of Rajya Sabha or Speaker of Lok Sabha? Which of the following statements regarding the implementation of anti-defection law is included in the criteria? 1. If an elected member voluntarily gives up his membership of a political party. 2. If an elected member votes or abstains from voting in such house contrary to any direction issued by his political party or anyone other to do so without obtaining any prior permission. Both 1 and 2. Which of the following statements is true regarding a whip? He or she can expel a member at the time of defection. He has the power to expel a member of the House in case of defection. Only first statement is true. What proportion of the members of a party have to be in favor of a merger for it to have validity in the eyes of the law? Two-thirds. Which amendment act made it necessary that at least two-thirds of the members of a party have to be in favor of a merger for it to have validity in the eyes of the law? (91st Constitutional Amendment Act, 2003). RTI Act 2005 came into force on 12th October 2005. Which of the following does not come under the definition of information under RTI Act 2005? File notings. The officer designated by the public authorities in all administrative units or offices under it to provide information to the citizens requesting for information under the Act is known as Public Information Officer. What is the normal time limit for disposal of the RTA request from the date of its receipt? 30 days. An applicant making request for information shall not be required to give both A and B. What is the time limit to get information under RTI concerning life and liberty of a person? 48 hours. A person who decides to obtain any information under RTA Act shall make a request in writing or through electronic means. In which language? All the above. The person making request for the information shall be provided the information free of charge under which of the following circumstances? Where a public authority fails to comply with the time limit specified. What is the fee prescribed under RTA Act 2005 for those persons who are below poverty line as may be determined by the appropriate government? No fee. As per section 7(9) of RTA Act 2005, an information shall ordinarily be provided in the form in which it is sought unless it would. Both A and B. Section of RTA Act 2005 prescribe exemption from disclosure of information. Section 8. Where a request has been rejected under RTA Act 2005, the Chief Public Information Officer shall communicate to the person making the request. All the above. As per RTA Act 2005, record includes all the above. Who among the following does not give his resignation to the President of India? Lok Sabha Speaker. Lok Sabha Speaker takes the oath of the office from no oath. Whom the Speaker of the Lok Sabha gives his resignation. Deputy Speaker of Lok Sabha. A seat of a MP can be declared vacant if he absents himself from the House for a continuous period of 2 months. Speaker of the Lok Sabha can be removed by resolution of the Lok Sabha passed by the majority of the members of the House, who is generally appointed as pro tem Speaker. One of the senior most members of the newly elected Lok Sabha. The function of the pro tem Speaker is to administer oath to members. Which of the following articles of the Constitution provides that the Speaker shall have and exercise a casting vote in case of an equality of votes? Article 100. Who said that the cabinet is the pivot around which the whole political machinery revolves? Sir John Marriott. Which one among the following features of the Constitution of India is indicative of the fact that the real executive power is vested in the Council of Ministers headed by the Prime Minister? Parliamentary democracy. Whenever the Constitution requires the satisfaction of the President for the exercise of any power or function by him, it means the satisfaction of the Council of Ministers. When the Lok Sabha passes a no confidence motion against the Council of Ministers, both ministers elected from the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha has to resign. Option C. If any minister does not agree to any decision of the cabinet, he has to resign. According to Article 74 of the Constitution, which of the following statements relating to the advice tendered by ministers to the President would be correct? Shall not be inquired into any court. Which of the following Constitutional Amendment Act have made the decision of the Council of Ministers binding on the President of India. Second and 44th Amendment Acts. Which of the articles of the Constitution of India are relevant to analyze the constitutional provisions that deal with the relationship of the President with the Council of Ministers? Articles 74, 75 and 78. Accountability or responsibility of the Prime Minister and the Cabinet to the Lok Sabha is: direct, continuous and collective. There shall be a Council of Ministers with the Prime Minister at the head to aid and advise the President, who shall, in the exercise of his functions, act in accordance with such advice. This provisions in the Constitution has been laid down by which one of the following Constitutional Amendment Acts? 42nd Amendment. According to the Constitution of India, if the President so requires, it shall be the duty of the Prime Minister to submit for the consideration of the Council of Ministers any matter on which a decision has been taken by a minister, but which has not been considered by the Council. This ensures collective responsibility. Consider the following functionaries: Cabinet Secretary, 2 Chief Election Commissioner, 3 Union Cabinet Minister, 4 Chief Justice of India. Their correct sequence of the order of precedence is: the order of precedence is Chief Justice of India, Union Cabinet Minister, Chief Election Commissioner, Cabinet Secretary. Option C. As per Indian protocol, who among the following ranks highest in the order of precedence? Governor of a state within his state. The Government of India table of precedence, which of the following comes above the Chief Justice of India? Former presidents. Which sequence is correct as per Government of India table of precedence? It's option A. Governors of state in his state, Chief Justice of India, Chief Minister of the state in his state, Chief Election Commissioner. Which one of the following sequence of dignitaries is in correct order as per protocol in India? Option A. Prime Minister, former presidents, Chief Justice of India. The BP Mandal Commission was set up to study the reasons for the backwardness of the socially and educationally backward classes. National Commission for Other Backward Class came into effect from: 1993. Which article of Indian Constitution gives the power to the government to make special provisions for the development of SC/ST, OBC against the Article 15? Article 29. In the Indian Constitution, Article 338A, National Commission for Scheduled Tribes was inserted by: 89th Amendment Act, 2003. The National Commission for Scheduled Castes was established under which article of the Indian Constitution? Article 338. Who is empowered for the imposition and realization of collective fine under SC/ST Prevention of Atrocities Act, 1989? State government. What is a cooperative society? An autonomous association of persons united voluntarily to meet their common economic, social and cultural needs and aspirations through a jointly owned enterprise. In which country cooperative society was first established? America. The cooperative societies in India follow which organizational structure? Federal structure. Who regulates the registration and other activities of a cooperative society? Registrar of cooperative societies. Which was the first cooperative society registered under Cooperative Societies Act 1904 and in which year it was registered? Agricultural Credit Cooperative Society 1905. Which body regulates the functioning of district cooperative banks in India? Reserve Bank of India. Which type of a society is given a tax rebate? Handloom. When was Central Vigilance Commission established? (1964). Which committee recommended the establishment of Central Vigilance Commission? Santanam Committee. Who have the power to remove Central Vigilance Commissioner and other Vigilance Commissioners? President and Supreme Court. Union Central Administrative Tribunal is passed to. Provide for the adjudication or trial by administrative tribunals of disputes and complaints with respect to recruitment and conditions of service. Central Administrative Tribunals are established under which article of the Constitution of India? Article 323A. A person shall not be qualified for appointment as the chairman of the Central Administrative Tribunal unless he is or has been a judge of a high court. Central Administrative Tribunal Act 1985 came into effect on July 1, 1985. The chairman and every other member of the Central Administrative Tribunal shall be appointed by the President after consultation with Chief Justice of India. Principal bench of the Central Administrative Tribunal is situated at New Delhi. A bench of Central Administrative Tribunal shall consist of one judicial member and one administrative member. Option C. The chairman of the Central Administrative Tribunal shall hold office as such for a term of how many years from the date on which he enters upon his office? (5 years). What is the maximum age limit up to which a person can function as the chairman of the Central Administrative Tribunal? 68. Chairman and every other member of a administrative tribunal. Chairman and every other member of an administrative tribunal for a state shall be appointed by the President after consultation with Governor of the concerned state. A person shall not be qualified for appointment as an administrative member unless any of the above. Which of the following article of the Indian Constitution deals with the appointment of the Attorney General of India? Article 76. Who is the highest legal officer of the Union Government of India? Attorney General of India. Which of the following is true about the Attorney General of India? All the above. To be eligible for appointment as Attorney General of India, a person must possess the qualification prescribed for a Judge of Supreme Court of India.
Thanks for watching Speed GK YouTube channel. Please support our YouTube channel, kindly subscribe and also please share this video with your friends. Thank you.